Hi everyone, going to take you through a rigorous cool down. I think it's really important to cool down after training hard because it can prevent future injuries, can prevent you getting tight muscles, can also help you with DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. Okay, something that I had to learn the hard way by picking up a few injuries because I didn't used to cool down that well, didn't used to recover too well. But now it's part of my daily routine to make sure I stretch and roll. And if anything's feeling a bit sore, stick a bit of ice on it, etc. Okay, so today we're going to go through a nice cool down. For a cool down, it can kind of vary, but I like to hold the stretch for about 10 to 15 seconds, get a nice deep stretch, and then move on. Okay, so we're going to do a full body stretch. Then I'm going to show you how to do one or two things with the roller. All right. So here we go. So here, just stretching part of the tricep, bit of deltoid as well. Hold that for about 10 seconds. Okay, we're going to the other side. Like I said, it can vary depending on how tight the muscle's feeling. But yeah, generally anywhere between 10, 15 seconds will do the job. Really trying to get stuck into our shoulders here. And again, part of the tricep as well. And we're going to swap. Okay, shake it up. I'm going to go here. Just like that. See how flexible you are. Other arm. It's important we try and stretch our wrists as well, forearms, so they can get worked as well. Okay, we're going to go the other side. When you're stretching, make sure you do both sides, not just one or the other, otherwise it will leave, there'll be an imbalance then. Even if one, for example, one hamstring's feeling tighter than the other, you must stretch both out. Okay, good. We're just going to move give it a twist side to side, working our latissimus dorsi there. Major muscle in our back. I'm going to go side to side. Little twist to the lower back. And the other side. Okay, going to go into a quadricep stretch. Try and hold your balance. Push your heel further up to your glutes. That will give your quads a deeper stretch. And go the other side. We're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg. other side. Let's shake that out there. We're going to move on to our groins now. So one leg a bit bent, the other straight, and then lean into this straight leg. Then we go the other side. Then we're going to reach up, slowly down. See how flexible you are. And then touching the floor. Then slowly over to your right side. And then back over to your left. Get your feet together, again, stretch up. Nice and slowly down. Try and touch your toes if you can. And then up we go again. Okay, now we are gonna predominantly look at focusing on our legs, major muscle groups in our legs. And also, something we haven't looked at yet during this cool down are our hips and hip flexors. Vital we stretch these out, because if they feel tight, it can have a knock-on effect onto your hamstrings and your knees. Okay, so for a lunge, I'm just going to lean forward and then reach up and hold. And then from there, I'm going to go straight into here, like this. Really stretching the hips, back straight, hold for 10. If I rush through some of the stretches, it's wary of the memory on my phone and being able to upload it. But for you, make sure it's 10 to 15 seconds stretching, okay? Then we lean into it. And we move on to the other side, into our lunge again. Make sure we're really leaning into the hip flexor, really pushing our hips through, and then holding when you can feel that stretch just in your hip flexor to about here. And then I'm gonna go here, and then hold. Same again. Then down, and hold, and then up to the side, and then up, and to the side again. Again, these are going to be 10 to 15 seconds. Try and hold these stretches for about that time. That would be great. And then we're up. All right, now just going to move on to our calves, or gastrocnemius. So I'm going to put one foot on top of the other, and then make sure we're leaning into the stretch of the calf. Okay, show you from different angles, just like that. Okay, so we're going to hold that. And then doing the same the other side. Okay. And we're going to look at our groins again now. Just make sure your elbows are in the inside of your knees, and then really push against the inside of your knees, and then feel that stretch there. Right. Do a couple on the hamstring. Stretch it like that. Gonna hold for 10. And then the other side. And slowly bring this leg back in. There you go again. And then the other side. All right, good. Okay, now, last groin stretch we're going to do. Feet together, like you're doing a yoga pose, but then you're going to lean down so you can really feel that stretch in the groin. Okay, now for the lower back, just going to put our leg out straight like this, then arms out here, both sides, and then we're going to just stretch that, head touch the floor, and hold in here. And then up, same on the other side. And then lean into the hamstring stretch. And just give your legs a little bit of a shake, all right? Just to try and prevent them DOMS best we can. Now, if you've got one of these, very useful, okay? I'm just going to show you briefly how to use the roller. So you're looking for little movements on every muscle basically. So start off from the bottom, so we go from our Achilles right up through to our hamstrings, glutes, latissimus dorsi. Then you can go as high as your traps, deltoids. Okay, you can even use it for your neck as well. All right, so just going to show you briefly how to use this. So I'm going to go from this angle here. So it starts off on the Achilles, and then it's just, you're going to lift yourself up like this with two hands. All right, it's nice and slow. 3, 4, 5. Move up slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move up slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then you can do that all the way up, okay, to your glutes. Now, as there's different parts of our muscles, okay, there might be a part of the calf that's feeling tighter than the center of the calf, for example. So maybe the inside of your calf. Again, start from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then work your way up. Same with the outside. With the outside though, we'd want to get stuck into the IT band here. Okay, so you're going to get on your side like you're doing a side plank. And then you're up. And then you're nice and slowly doing your 5 and then up. Okay, until you get to here. Okay, this is where it'll be a little bit sore if you haven't rolled out much before. So you're on your side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up. All right, and then get to our glutes. You can almost like sit on it and then get stuck in best you can there. So once you've done all that, you've worked on hamstrings, calves, IT band, and so on. But you want to roll out our quadriceps as well. So again, slightly different angles. Start off here. Okay, so just above your kneecap. Make sure you don't roll your knee out, just above it to start off with. Okay, and then nice and easy, 2, 3, 4, 5, then down a bit, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then you're working the center of your quad, right up there. However, inside your quad might be a bit tighter as well. So you go onto it from this angle here, like Spider-Man. So you're just like that. Okay, and you're working your way up there. Again, remember the method of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So then the nice one for me, the best one, is the back. So you just lie there on your back, nice and easy. Just roll out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. 4, 5, up again. And up again. Okay, and then eventually you can do the same, all parts of your back. So you go center, right, left, and then move on to our neck. I feel a little bit tight there. Okay, move it side to side. Just loosen off a little bit. Right. Okay, so there's your cool down. It's important you hydrate during and after exercise. If you're dehydrated, you won't be able to perform the skill as well, and also there's a higher chance of you getting injured. Secondly, it's important you get the right nutrients in for recovery after you've worked out. Okay, eat the correct proteins, get as many vitamins in as possible. So your dietary requirements are really key when you are participating in sport, especially if you want to get the best out of yourself. All right, so just try and take some of these little pieces of advice from me on board, and yeah, I hope that was helpful for your cool down.